Hi, my dear friends. This is Bobby Kitain, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. I remember a story about Gandhi. There was this one time when a couple approached him, and the wife said to him, "Sir, please tell my husband to exercise. He has not been exercising. Please tell him, sir, to exercise." Gandhi looked at them and told them, "Please come back after a year." A year after, they both came back and they went to Gandhi, and Gandhi looked at them, turned to the husband, and said, "Please exercise." And the woman, scratching her head, said, "Sir, you could have told us that a year ago. Why did you have to tell us to come back after 1 year just to tell us the same thing?" And Gandhi said, "Well, you see, a year ago I was not exercising." My dear friends, here's a story of integrity, of a person who wants to be true to himself. He could not tell the other person to exercise because he was not exercising. In order to be true to himself, he has to be able to tell that person to exercise, knowing in his heart and in his mind that he is doing what he's telling that other person to do. That, my dear friends, is integrity. The opposite of integrity is hypocrisy. When a person says one thing but does another. And that, I believe, is the real problem of the Pharisees during Jesus' time. In the Gospel today, in the 23rd chapter of Matthew, Jesus confronts the Pharisees and told them that they were hypocrites because they look good outside. When people look at them, they seem to have it all together. They're holy and they're trying to impress people with them fulfilling all the commandments, the rituals in the temple. But deep inside, especially when no one's watching them, they do bad stuff. And that's why Jesus was telling them, "You are hypocrites." And so the challenge for us is to be able to walk our talk and to talk our walk. For us to say one thing and do the same thing in our lives. Now, does that mean that if you're not perfect, you cannot call out somebody who's doing something bad? You see, that's the problem today. When you call out somebody doing something bad, people people immediately turn to you and say, "You're a hypocrite. You can't say that to that person. You yourself have your own faults. You yourself have your own sins." Well, that doesn't automatically make you a hypocrite. You see, a hypocrite intentionally says one thing but does another. I believe majority of us want to do good, but because we are human beings, we often fall short of the standard that we have for ourselves. And just because every now and then you fall short of that, it doesn't mean you could no longer call people out when they do something wrong. That's not being a hypocrite. That's trying to do what's right in the midst of a very difficult situation. On your part, you must strive to do what's right all the time. And when others don't do what's right, especially if another person is treated unfairly, we have the obligation as Christians to call them out, even if we don't have it all together, even if we're imperfect, even if we ourselves make mistakes. For as long as deep in our heart we know that we try our best to live by the standards that the Lord has given to us. And so, my dear friend, the first challenge is this: walk your talk and talk your walk. Have integrity. Do not be a hypocrite. But secondly, as you try and strive to live a good life, and every now and then you fall short of the standards of the Lord, it doesn't mean you cannot call people out, especially those who do wrong to others. In fact, it's our obligation to do that. God understands. He doesn't expect us to be perfect, but He expects us to strive every day to do what's best. And so, my dear friend, You have a choice: integrity or hypocrisy. Choose integrity, because when you do, you are choosing God. God bless you, my friend.